Hi, my name is Steve Sizelove, and I live in Richmond, Indiana. By night, I'm a glass blower. And by day, I'm a family man. This is my studio. This is where I get all my work done. This is my hand torch. These are my nice big tweezers. This is my big torch. This is my little kiln. This is my big kiln. And today, I'm gonna make this Venetian glass goblet. First thing I need to do to make my goblet is to make the tubing. But first, I have to put on my glasses. Gotta take this big piece of tubing and make it into a smaller tube with handles. This piece will become the collar to hold the yellow rods, and then this will open up, and the yellow rods will go right into it. I snip all these rods, probably about 4 inches long. I'm gonna take the cut rods and wrap them around the graphite reamer and rubber band them there. I'm going to get the yellow rods hot here on the end. I'm gonna trim them with my scissors. Now I'm gonna use my jacks to open this up. I'm gonna stick this to the open bubble. I'm getting ready to take off the rubber bands. I'm gonna use my jacks to open up this bubble and then slide it into the clear tube and melt it all together and pull it out. I go down to this end and melt the clear glass down onto the yellow. I'm gonna let a little bit of that glass run down. I pull this handle off. I get to pull my point out right here. That'll give me a bubble in between 2 points that will become the foot of the goblet. The rest in my right hand will become the cup. Now I'm going to take this clear tube, going to coil some black glass around it and make a little black bubble that will be a lip wrap for the goblet cup. I'll do the same thing to make a lip wrap for the foot. I've got to use my blow hose for this part. I'm gonna pull it out of the flame and then I'll give it a little puff. Now I'm gonna pop the end of this bubble and open it up. So here is my yellow tube that will become my goblet cup. I've got most of the top shape of the goblet cup done. I'm gonna work down toward the bottom and continue that twist. I've got most of the shape of the goblet done. Now I'm going to take off this handle in my left hand and I will attach the opened bubble of black that will become the lip wrap. I heat up right at that spot where the point and the cup come together. I use my little diamond shears. And now I've got a nice hole. I've got my black bubble opened up and I've got my goblet cup with a hole in it. Those two will go together. I'm gonna melt those two pieces together, make them a uniform piece of glass, and puff out the shape of the goblet. I'm going to add the black to make the avolio. The avolio is the Italian term for the connector part. That's going to be the spot where it attaches to the stem. This piece of tubing was made in the same fashion as the yellow that became the cup and the foot. This is going to become the stem. I'm going to make a Maria. It's an Italian term for a little decorative disc in the stem. I've got my yellow bubble that looks red now because it's hot. That's going to be the foot. Here's my stem. I'm going to put the two together, take off this tube, and flare this out so it becomes the flat base or the foot of the goblet. straight and flat. It went pretty well. I'm gonna go to the kiln and get the cup and attach it and do almost the same thing as I did with the foot. I'm gonna use my hand torch to polish up the connection. Yeah! Sometimes in glass blowing, things break. So I'm gonna try to put this all back together and trim up the top and still make something nice. I'm doing the final shaping on the cup, then I'll put it into the kiln and it'll be there for 5 hours. Into the kiln. Okay, I had a little bit of a problem with it, but it looks like it all came out great. My glass goblet is finished.